So what are your plans for this district work period?
So I this week, we're bouncing around. I have a number of veterans town halls coming up. We're also doing a teletown hall. I opened a district office on the east of Hudson this morning, and just traveling around the district, meeting with constituents, and addressing the issues we're facing.
To that point, with regard to veterans, you have some new legislation pertaining to health care for veterans exposed to PFAS.
No question. We, along with Congressman Kildee of Michigan, we introduced the Vets PFAS legislation, which would, ensure that veterans who have been exposed to PFAS contamination in water on military bases would be able to get, their health care addressed. We've seen, obviously, when it comes to PFAS contamination, a lot of health side effects, including increased possibility of tumors and cancer and hypertension, among other issues, high cholesterol. And so, our feeling is very simple. Our veterans have dedicated themselves to protecting the safety and security and welfare and health of our residents, our citizens. And we have an obligation to protect them and take care of them when they come home, especially if they've been exposed to, major toxic chemicals during their service. And so, we've seen in states like New York and Michigan, action has been taken to address PFAS contamination in our drinking water. And so we want to make sure that we're taking care of our veterans.
For the longest time, it seemed like Congresswoman Debbie Dingell was the only one talking about these chemicals in everything. And now, I see ads on TV. You have legislation. There's a task force on Capitol Hill to deal with it. It's really becoming a really big deal.
It is. And, we've, when I was in the state legislature, we took a number of steps to deal with contaminants in our drinking water. It is a major concern to people all across the district. At the end of the day, clean air and clean water are not partisan issues. They certainly shouldn't be. We want to make sure that everybody has access to clean drinking water. Many of our folks live on well water, and you want to make sure that, the contaminants in the ground are not impacting people's drinking water. But this is something where I think there is broad bipartisan support to really address the chemical toxins in our drinking water, and certainly to make sure that if our veterans have been exposed to it while serving on military bases, that we are taking action to support them as they go through health challenges related to that.